Alright, I did it. I unraveled all the stitches on this side back to the bottom. Well, back to the spot where the mistake was. Look how loose all the yarn is that I unraveled. That just amazes me that the yarn is so loose when you unravel it, and it gets so much tighter when you knit the stitches. Interesting. Anyway, so now what I've done is the interchangeable needle. Okay, the top row is still on the original needles that I had it on, so I'm sticking those needles down inside so that they don't get mixed up with what I'm working on now. They'll just stay up there out of my way. And what I've done down here at the bottom where I'm reworking these stitches is I've got this interchangeable needle, and I have a size 8 point on this end and a size 7 point on the other end. And I have another interchangeable needle that I've done exactly the same way. I have a size 8 and a size 7. And what I do is I work the next row using this size 7 point, and I tried it with one needle earlier, and it's really hard to do it with one long circular. It's easier to use 2 circulars, I learned, because all you do is you find the very next strand. So you just pull this out and you look for the strand that is on the very bottom. Make sure it's the bottom strand, and you pull that separate. And that's the strand of yarn that you're working with right here. And it becomes difficult to hold that strand as you work across because it keeps getting smaller and smaller. So what I do is, okay, I did 2 purls. I'm ready for a knit here. What I do is I leave that strand at the back, and I don't want to knock the camera over. You know I've done that before. I work a knit stitch, and I have to kind of do it a weird way because I'm not able to hold that yarn like I usually do. So there's my knit stitch, and then I bring the strand of yarn forward because I need to do a purl now, and then I wrap it the way it needs to go, and I do my purl. And then I take this strand of yarn back in between the needles, and I do a knit stitch, and then I bring it forward between the needles, and I do a purl stitch. So it's kind of tedious, but I tried it the other way and it just didn't work because the yarn was too difficult to hold. So this seems to work best because I can move my yarn forward and backward. Even at the end when it gets really tight, I can still move the yarn forward and backward very easily this way. So this is one way to re-knit a section after you unravel it, for those of you who ever have to do it. I mean, I could have unraveled the whole thing, but I don't want to do those cables again. So that was a knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit. Now I'm ready for a purl. So I'm just going to keep doing this, and you guys keep doing what you're doing, and I will see y'all in the forum. Y'all be good until then. Happy knitting, happy fixing. I'm not really knitting, I'm just fixing. See you later. Bye.